Life was quiet all around. Cute little island, nice and non-violent. But everything turned upside down when a new guy came to town. We got along, he showed me ways to craft and test things that cut intestines. Said we could party at his place all the holidays. It's just what I need. You want me to sleep? You're right on my mind. I'm only the light of friendship shines through 2 dimensions. 2 puzzle pieces, each other's extensions. Fishing rods, big freaking guns. Hell yeah, together we are one. Our worlds collide on eternal horizons. A wild ride, every turn is surprising. We rip and tear until it's done. Then head back home and have some fun. Together we are. Together we are.
Welcome to game number 1 between Counterpick Stupid and Roll1 eSports, the eternal rivals. How y'all doing tonight? I am Raka. I will be your hostess with the mostest. Mostest what? I don't know, but most something. I definitely have more something than any of the rest of you. We have first ban and first pick on the other side of Counterpick Stupid, which does mean, of course, that the map was selected by Roll1. Volk did ban out. Actually, let's look at that real quick while we wait for the first ban. Volk did go ahead. We have Sylvanas being banned first and foremost. Sylvanas a very good bet on this map. Sylvanas basically turns every single Punisher into a frozen Punisher. So not having her around is very, very helpful. It would be interesting if you could like blind your own Punisher and stop it from jumping over the wall. We have Garage being banned out by Roll1, not letting Volk. I'm trying to force Volk into Murden, honestly. Like I see zoning Stormbolts all the time. There's a Sonya. S-O-N-Y-A. And Hogair. So mostly Warcraft bans coming out here. We do have one Diablo ban. StarCraft is fully available. StarCraft is the best universe, if any of you did not know. Alright, here we go. Harbinger. Okay, and there we go. Witsend agrees. Witsend takes a StarCraft hero first and foremost. Stukov coming out here. Stukov, the man of few words and more silences. Not allowing you to use any of your precious abilities. Also can like root you inside the silence if he gets the pustule on you as well. Probably the most aggressive healer if I had to pick one. Karazim and Tyrande can come close.
Vanquish the weak.
Then we do have Anduin, the fun police, coming out here. Not gonna let anyone stay in combos. And then Jason comes out with the Jaina. I have to wonder if like Jason is just the male version of Jaina. Well, actually, that'd probably be Janice. Ask all the really good questions. I'm looking for information.
I stand ready.
We have Valkymer coming out with the Anub, not Murden. Going for the Underling King. And we have Vala coming out from Unicycle. Yay! So far I do have to like wait one second. So far, I do have to hats off to CCS. You know, they do actually have one hero from each of the three main universes. We'll have to see if they get the unheard of triumvirate of getting a Overwatch hero and then a Nexus hero. I don't think I've ever seen it happen. If I ever did see it happen, I didn't notice it happened. We do the Zers will be mana as well as the Cho. I do have to say, if you're a baller, you ban Gaul. It's the same thing, but it flexes your individuality. Everyone bans Cho. It's lame. Ban Gaul. Alright, who are we going to get? We so far have a blonde crew coming up. Are we going to have a Johanna and a... Who else is blonde? Would you have Johanna? Aww. Was hoping for a Nova. Was hoping for a midlife crisis Rainer. I think Sonya has a blonde skin. Though Sonya's banned, so that probably doesn't actually matter. Unfortunately, we do have a outfit of Blaze now, and so we know he's bald. And I don't think I can technically count bald as being blonde. I mean, it's like, well, okay, maybe, but still doesn't count.
This galaxy shall suffer.
Oh, Junkrat's also blonde. I had not thought about that. So there's the Leo coming out from Zero Death Zephy. We do go and have Dr. Evil on Junkrat. Junkrat is not a doctor, but I feel like Junkrat wants to be a doctor. Junkrat strives to be a doctor.
Locked and loaded.
Oh my god, we have the Blaze ruined it. We almost had the blonde comp. I'm very upset right now. I'm about to go into the game. Okay, there's one observer cat up there, though you can't really see him. But I do see his little, like, fur butt hanging over the side. I will see you in the game. Don't go anywhere.
Prepare yourselves for battle, heroes.
Okay, wow. I just went into Division C and saw Valgus posting a POV stream. You're being officially cast, you jerk? What the heck? Coming in on the blue side of the battlefield, we do go and have a Counterpick Stupid. We do have a Wits End playing Stukov, the Infested Healer. Valkymer will be playing the Anubarak. We have Unicycle Yay coming out here with the Vala. Dr. Evil on the Junkrat, and then Zephy coming out here on Leoric. They are your blue team. They are on the side of the Angels, and they are riding out the Crusaders of Calamity. Meanwhile, on the other side, we do have Roll1 eSports being represented by Mongoose playing the Nova. We have Rock Your World playing Johanna. Jason on the Dreadlord Jaina. We do have Zad coming out here playing the Blaze. And then Waneba is going to be playing Anduin. Not Andaluz. They are the Regency of Rebellion. They're Roll1 eSports. Looking at our talents so far, we do go and have Fire at Will coming out of the Vala, looking for that big those big heavy hitting W stacks by the end. We have Regeneration Master coming out of the Anubarak. Covert Ops. And then obviously Precision Sniper currently at 0 stacks. Alright, we do go ahead and have looking at both teams do go and pick up their Khazra camps. The Spearmen are going out, and both teams kind of looking at bottom lane. That is not a very precise timer, but it does not matter. Unicycle Yay goes down. Unicycle not very yay at the moment. Jason goes and gets very, very low, but will survive. Mongoose walks right through the mines. Mongoose, look at your feet. That's the problem. All Mongoose can do is look down the barrel of a rifle. They will go and move at this bottom spear camp. However, it does look like they look at Blaze. Valkymer went in for the charge. I saw it on the minimap, but not going to get that. Blaze is going to get out. And there's the bottom spear camp coming out. They want the world to know. Valkymer moves back. We got Jason going through. I do love this skin from Jason. It's like one of my favorite skins. Definitely my favorite skin for Jaina, but generally my favorite skin in the game. There's a little Dreadlord wings coming through. Cute little horns. I'm just a fan. There we go. I was like, I forgot how to rotate. Okay, I'll stop. I'll stop. I mean, there's nothing happening anyway. I could obsess over Jaina. Don't challenge me. That being said, we do have both camps are trying to move to the top lane. These will be the camps that push indefinitely, but they will run into each other. And obviously, the Mortar Shrine is up here. It is currently active. Neither team looking for it. Both teams kind of want to get level 7 before they move in. But I think both of them realize the other one's doing that right now. So here comes the fight. Big Roo comes down on Valkymer. Valkymer not going to have any problems. He's going to get out of here just fine. moving in there. Not level 7 for either team. There is Bongo once again getting chastised. Bonkers goes ahead and gets stunned, but there's no follow-up. They cannot quite get the sniper. Right, 3 stacks on precision sniper thus far. 1900 damage, or like shields on frostbite. Obviously about 1/6 of the way there. There's that going in. Big body block, trying not to let them go. Wits in super low. There's the pullout from Anduin. Let's go ahead and save Zod. Taps coming out for the side of CCS. We're going to be re-engaging in just a second. CCS currently winning in terms of the skeletal minions. Does have 20 versus 5 at the moment, which is 4 times as much for those of you that are bad at math. I'm here for you. Right, looks like they are giving up. They're up a level. They decided to go back and get side soak, giving up this Punisher. Punisher will be coming out in just a moment. Just a little bit. Lucian has some more Punisher. Here it comes. Absolutely flattening this wave on its way out. We have Leord coming down here to side soak. Looks like Blaze will be picking up the bottom camp. Really pushing hard, but granted, Zephy will be going down there to oppose that. Meanwhile, up at the front, Punisher did jump over. The wall is down. Both towers are going down right about now. Big stun. Rock your world. More like getting his world rocked. But actually survive. That's illegal. There's no reason Rock Your World should survive that. I say getting his world rocked, that means he's supposed to die. Read the script, what the heck? But they actually get the top fort with the first Punisher. That's pretty rare, actually. You usually don't see that happen. Nice job from Mongoose, though, baiting out the leap with a Nova clone.
Hero slain.
Oh, excuse me, I was not paying attention to that. I was watching the cleanup. There's going to be a kill onto Blade, and a first kill for CCS. Alright, there's that going through. We do go and have this being picked up. The other camp being picked up by the other team. Even though they did go ahead and actually kill off the Blaze, Blaze is already back. And they've got need to get Zephy out. Oh, Zephy in a bit of trouble. Obviously is unstoppable, not really going to get punished too much. But there goes the tower is gone, the wall is gone. As we're coming out on Johanna. Not going to follow up. They know Johanna's not an easy target to actually try and take out. So that won't be a thing to deal with. Currently up to 19 stacks of Regeneration Master out of 30. Fire at Will already maxed out, or already at 20. Does get the damage, 40 damage increase. And it keeps going, like it's up to 28 so far. So that's going to just slowly overwhelm everyone. Nice bone back on Juanita. Juanita having a bit of problem. There is the Cocoon. Cocoon comes down, goes ahead and stops Johanna. Johanna's got nowhere to go, but Anduin survives. So Anduin will be able to pull her out of danger, but maybe not. This time it looks like CCS stands for the Crusader Can Suffer. I've been waiting to make that joke ever since I realized Crusader started with a C. They are moving in. Don't really get to move too far. The death numbers are slow enough that Johanna's already on her way back. We do go and have level 10s unlocked for both teams. We do go and get the Rain of Vengeance on the Vala into Cocoon, Flaming Swipe, and a Riptire. On the other side, we do go and get Blessed Shield, Bunker Drop, Light Bomb, Precision Strike, and Water Elemental. I am interested why they didn't do Falling Sword and Light Bomb. The classic combo. They are moving up here. Both teams once again going and getting their camps, but this time the camps will push unassisted, unless they want to clear one up real quick, which is a valid strategy. And they may be thinking about it. Shrine is activating. They are giving up the initial pressure on the Shrine, but they're also guaranteeing that top lane is going to be devastating. Because this guy is pushing up. He's with a wave. Like, really, really well timed. But their opponent's already up to 12 skeletal minions. I think they're just pushing. Yep, they're not giving themselves push advantage. They're giving themselves just a lot of very, very, very dangerous. I have to wonder how far Punisher will get if not answered, because like they will go in here. There are some horseback happening. We have Johanna and Jaina already coming back. They are going down there at the moment. Blaze is going to finish this off. Here's the front wall going down.
Red team has summoned an arcane punisher.
Alright, we do go ahead and have a little bit of damage on the Mongoose. Mongoose takes some spikes up the butt and just go and get out of there. We do go ahead and have Unicycle Leg going in here. Nice bait out. We did go and get the leap already used. And we're going in and punishing this. Son of the enemy Barak. There is the Entomb. Entomb goes ahead and stop and once again can't Crusader can suffer. There we go. I forgot my own joke. Don't mock me. We do have a tank for tanks being taken out as the Nubrak also goes down. But overall, it does seem like CCS gets very much the top end of this engagement. We do go in at the end of the day. They took out, like the first Punisher took out the top one. They get the wall of the keep in exchange for the wall of the fort. Fort is taking a lot of damage, but that's going to be... They're going to have to just leave people up here, because now they're pushing directly on the keep with every catapult that comes out. I do go to have the 4-man in the middle. Junkrat down here all by his lonesome. This might be triggering an incoming collapse because they did go ahead and pull Zephy down. Whereas Punisher will be up top, so they're not prepping for Punisher. They're just looking for an engage. Obviously, the fact that Zod is nearby is going to make Entomb a lot less relevant. You can go ahead and just bunker out of Entomb, or put bunker near the edge and let your friends get out. Mongoose goes ahead and cleans up, but that's going to be a Junkrat for a Nova. So the ranged DPS on both teams go ahead and go out. Nova has finished Precision Striker for right now. Alright, no team having really anything to do other than get soaked right now. All the camps on the map have been picked up by the respective teams. Looks like these are just about to come up, though. Ogmar down here by himself. Most of the 4-man is in the middle, so they are pushing in here against the ball, trying to go and get this, and I think they very likely will. Actually, really nice move there. There is that bunker that we talked about was really, really, really difficult to get past. But yeah, they started pushing down here, but most of the team was right here waiting to go through. There's a kill on the Valkymer to go with the kill on the Junkrat. That's going to move up to a kill advantage on the side of Rock Your World, on the side of Roll1 eSports, led by Rock Your World.
Red team has destroyed a fort.
And there goes the fort as well. Mongoose takes a bunch of damage, but not going to be able to chase that down. Level 17's all right now. Slight experience advantage over to the side of Roll1 eSports. Things that like a recent victory. Alright, Valk is back. A new Brak is on the move. Only a Moverak. Okay, here comes the Mortar Punisher coming out and attacking the top. A little bit of pressure put into mid, but it does look like they're moving up, and we're trying to deal with that. Unicycle, yay. Alright, there's the Entomb coming down. Doom traps people, and no one's actually going down yet. Big light bomb goes out, and goodbye Vala. Vala could not move, and the ice was just falling onto her head. We do also have a kill onto Jane is just going to town. Zephy, you're supposed to be sucking. Can you help back? Do any hope? I feel like I've done this sometimes with Leoric too, where you kind of forget that you're playing Leoric, and you're just like, oh crap, yeah, I can do stuff while I'm dead. You sort of die, and you sort of like take your hands off the keyboard, and you like get, I don't want to say frustrated, but then all of a sudden you're like, wait, this hero, damn it, this hero doesn't get to take a break whenever they get killed. Oh yeah, okay, this is going to be it. This is going to be Precision Strike Nova. Does take the second Precision Barrage. So he's going to actually be basically lava waving. It's not quite a lava wave, but it's very similar to a lava wave in that you just keep taking out entire waves of your opponents and just build pressure that way. There's not level 20 yet for the side of CCS. This is definitely an advantageous position for Roll1 eSports. Go ahead and boop that off. They're trying to make things a little uncomfortable. I don't know if they're actually trying to move in just yet. If they have an opportunity, sure, but they need to be very careful. Their opponents do have that Storm talent tier advantage. There's the second Precision Strike. We do go ahead and have Winter Mute, Censure, Fortified Bunker, and Indestructible.
Red team has destroyed a fort.
Alright, all forts are now down because I see CCS. CCS has only actually taken out the top forts for the time being. Still trying to get 20. We do have Zephy down here trying to get that blessed goal completed. They will get it passively in just a second though, because obviously they are getting slow trickle experience from this fort. And there it is. We do go in and see Farflight Quiver, Buried Alive, Rewind, Controlled Chaos, and Junkrat does not know.
Take it for me.
Unicycle Lit Gate and get increased. Unicycle Lit is up to 41 stacks of the W quest. You have Baltimore in the backline. Coming in, and lots of damage on Jason. Jason gets pulled off by the England. The Fun Police, once again, Fun Policing. There is the Stun Rocket will take a bit of damage down to about half health, but the Blizzard is so good. Blizzard goes and takes out Baltimore. Zephy down to very, very low. The Light Bomb comes out, but does not connect with anyone. There's Unicycle Yay trying to go ahead and get a couple more stacks. Rocket Roll down to about 20% health. Meanwhile, there is this camp up top is pushing through. So now some people go back down, but deal with that very shortly. There will be a Arcane Punisher coming out of the bottom lane. Most likely. I mean, for sure, but most likely under control of Roll1.
Red team has destroyed a fort.
That's a keep, actually. Good chance. So since they messed up the voice line, let me just be Alok for a second. Your keep has been taken. Oh, the irony. I love that voice line to death. I really need to get it as a soundboard, to be honest. I know I don't do a very good Alarak, but I enjoy it. It's just the wordplay of your keep has been taken. makes me really happy. Right, not, well, mostly not. You going after Leora? But Zephy went in. Now Zephy's going out. Siege bunker coming down. Oh, you going after the Entomb? Entomb was used, did not get any kills off that. And there is yet another fort going down.
Red team has
Here.
destroyed.
Now I did it. I'm not doing the voice line again though. There goes Valkamar going down. So we do go ahead and have, this should be a victory for Roll1 eSports as Vol goes down as well. Only Junkrat and Stukov left to defend this. That is just not going to be enough as the core goes down and game number 1 goes to Roll1 eSports. So, looking at the stats at the end of game number 1. Wait. I have a scene for this. We do go and have Junkrat leading the way in terms of damage. 44,000, 42,000 coming out of Dr. Evil and Unicycle Yay. Significantly out-damaging the closest contenders from the winning team. 31,000, 29, 28 coming from Jaina, Nova, and Johanna. However, it does end up being 12 kills to 4, so it feels like that Junkrat and Vol were able to put out more damage overall, but they weren't able to burst it and they weren't able to get the kills. Jason, I've got to say, once again, my hat goes off to you. You ended up like, your blizzards were so on point, you constantly kept catching people and just punishing them with the blizzard. Was really, really, really impressed. So, looking at that, we do go and have, in terms of healing, Waneba does out-heal Wit's End. But again, a lot of the damage was coming out of the blue team, so the fact that the red healer does better than the blue healer, not super surprising. There was more to heal. Also, again, as we just talked about, the blue team was doing burst damage, so you left corpses, not injuries. In terms of that side soak, we have Blaze out-soaking Zephy, 23,000 versus 18,000. Talent-wise, we got some. Looking at my beloved offlaners, we do go and have Ocean Renewal, Neil Peasants. Interesting. I don't remember him getting that many camps. We have Drain Momentum. Spectral Leech coming through with basic attacks. And Mithril Mace doing the more damage to Lyric and of course Buried Alive. On the other side, we do have largely the exact same build I go, although I'm surprised they go Grill and Krill at 13. They don't go for the extra damage on charge. Almost always do that one. But I will see you in game number 2. Don't go anywhere, and we will be right back.
I'm searching for an apprentice. Someone to train in the art of righteous warfare.
I once ruled Ashur-Merub. Then came a war I could not win.
I knew that I wanted to start Blizzard the day that I graduated, and I took these guys and started to show them the vision I had. We could try and do something, a little different.
Okay, they said 3, 2, 1. There we go. I was trying to do it correctly, or like in sync with the music coming over here at the right time, and then they didn't press the button in time. How very dare. We are here on Garden of Terror. We do go ahead and have, oh crap, I didn't pay attention. We have first pick for someone. Gonna wait for the players to drift on in. Looks like first pick is on the side of Roll1, which does mean that map pick was taken by CCS. Trying to make Roll1 a little less comfy. And there goes the garage. They still do not want Vault. They're afraid of the Vault's garage. It makes sense though. I would also be uncomfortable with Vault's garage. Do you have the Stukov going on? That's interesting because last time Wits took the Stukov, so they're not banning their opponents, they're banning themselves. But that means they've got some sort of strategy here that Stukov specifically messes up. Alright, Rhaegar gets banned out as well. No, never mind, that was my first series. I was like, didn't Rhaegar get... But no, it was Anduin. Anduin got played by Wanipa. I remember, just not very well. And there goes I very much agree with the Jaina. Jason was a menace with that character. So very, very, very much like emphatic nods to banning her.
Hogger, hunt them down.
There goes Hogger. Roll1 eSports Zed coming out with the Hogger first and foremost. We have Unicycle Yay on that Sylvanas. Changing. Okay, I'm sorry. Like, the skin is cool, but the fact she has her face on her bow has always just been, like, cringe and weird to me.
My blades.
Did the like designers be like, well, we're covering her face with a mask, we better make sure people know it's Sylvanas, so put her face on her bow? Zephy does come out with Sonya, because they did ban out the Sonya last time. This time they let it through, but specifically so Zephy could have it. To be fair, you can't put Zero Death Zephy on a Leoric. Leoric's already dead. It's just like a contradiction in terms.
For the alliance above all.
Once again, Rock Your World coming out with the Johanna, and then Waneba being the return of the Anduin. Alright, there... Really? Because I'm pretty sure... Who was playing the Nova last time? Actually, no. I was actually thinking that Nova was on CCS's side, and I'm like, they're not going to take the Nova. But no, I actually do think it was the Goose is Loose. on the Nova. Oh, interesting. Expecting some cheese. Expecting some brie. Expecting some provolone. Some pepper jack.
Time!
Alright, we do go and have Murden coming out. And of course the little... I love that bribing skin so much with the little, like, witch hat. Obviously, witches are very much in my, Wait. Let me make sure it's as correct as I can. Witches are very much in my MO.
The hunt is on.
That one. Alright, so coming out here. I like this hat, but it does not go with this shirt at all. So we do go and have Lunara. So this time they're even less blonde than last time because both Hagra and Lunara mess it up. We have Sylv and Mert on the other side. Well, we have 3 blondes versus 3 blondes. Dr. Evil?
I hear the
I don't know. At least with Blaze, I know definitively that, like, he's not blonde. We see his head, but I don't think we've ever seen Nazeebo's head. However, looking into this, we do go ahead and have, going into game number 2, this is Garden of Terror, CCS versus Roll1 eSports. Look forward to it. Alright, coming into game number 2. That's
The
it.
battle begins shortly, heroes.
Alright. Coming into game number 2, we do go and have coming, Unicycle Ye is going to play the Queen of the Forsaken, Sylvanas. Volkamer is playing the King of Iron. Actually, no, I don't think he is. I think he's the Great Dwarven Explorer, Muradin. We do have Dr. Evil on Nazeebo, the Witch Doctor. I told the Witch Doctor I was gonna kill you.
10 seconds.
We have Wits in on Brightwing, the Fairy Dragon, and Zephy on the Barbarian.
4, 3.
Not playing the
2,
Nexomania Barbarian, and you're on CCS? Zephy, how dare?
Fight!
On the other side, we do go to have Mongoose playing the first of Cenarius' children, Lunara. We do go and have Anduin, the King of Stormwind, being played by Waneba. We do go and have Jason playing Kael'thas, the King of Sunspire. The Crusader, Johanna, is being played by Jason. And then the Terror of Eluin, being played by Roll1 Zod. Alright, so we've got a... Oh, 3. We're about to have 2... What is going on? Are there 3 people down here? There are 3 people down here. There are 3 people in the bottom lane. So they're leaving Sonya unsupervised. Yeah, Zed is going back saying that's not a good idea. We shouldn't do that. Looks like we've also got Dr. Evil moving down. I love how mobile these people already are. Look at our talents at level 1. We do go and have Perfect Storm. We have Volkamer. We have Spider Build coming out of the Spider-Man. And then Mana Addict on the Kael'thas. Does not take Convection, coward. Zephy is on camp duty, having a little bit more problems with it because it does not yet have, I think it's a level 7 talent. Let Zephy just go through camps. There's Wits in, teleport in the boot. Yeah, Unicycle Yay being a little bit gutsy. Going down here, they are pushing bottom lane very, very hard.
You're just in time for the seeds of my vengeance to sprout.
Unicycle Yay, oh yeah, is like 40 seconds away from being able to use the healing fountain. Over here with Valkyrie, it's down 3 versus 3. But does that matter with how damaged Sylvanas already is?
The first seed is sprouted. Gather it, would you? I would so hate for you to not be the first.
So here we have the first seed coming out. Immediately being moved in on, but Rocket World not going to let that happen. However, it looks like while this is mostly a distraction, because up top they're trying to kill Zephy. Oh my god, Zephy barely survives. Does tap real quick. I thought Zephy was dead for sure. Trying to heal up real quick. We do go and have Flashlight Boy continuing to be a pain. Rock Your World survives? Oh, that is not fair. That is not cool. That is not acceptable. That is not kosher. I was totally... I was prepped to call out his death. What? Poor Unicycle. Unicycle was getting so close to killing so many people, but not quite doing it. What is level 1? Okay, does not take the percent damage, does end up taking the withering speed. Or the Might of the Banshee Queen. I don't know. I just literally just watched it. I'm really liking how wiggly Roll1 is right now. They continuously just commit to a lane for a second and then move out. Yep, that's gonna be first blood. Sylvanas ended up going straight into the Rock Your World, and Rock Your World's just like, you're not going anywhere.
It is time. Do what must be done.
upside down.
Yeah, well, your world's stupid. Immature. So this is actually taking... I did not notice that was happening. Jason takes a good bit of damage. He's actually taking boulders. But we are now 1-to-1 in terms of seeds. Both teams level 8. No kills so far on the side of CCS, but they did steal their opponent's camp. So they've just about caught up in experience. And a big push coming down here. We do go in and having to stay back in order to stop this push from happening, which is letting this push hit full screen. Waniba is down here. Oh, and also Jason, I was like, but Waniba's not going to be able to clear this, and I noticed it was being cleared. And I realized Jason was there, and now I'm lagging. Game? Hello, game? Sorry about that. Blizzard did a boop. I'm very concerned. My internet actually went out last night and was back. It was actually out for at least 3 hours. Was still out when I went to work this morning. Was back on by the time I came home. So, like, obviously nothing wrong. But I was like, internet, please. This will be the second seed on the side of Roll1 eSports. Now keep in mind this is Garden of Terror. The objective is super important. I think it's something like you have like a 68% chance to win the match if you're the first one that gets the terrors. It is by far the strongest of the initial map objectives. All the other maps have a decent comeback factor.
Soon you will have another seed to gather, heroes.
This is on... So Zephy is down here. We got a little bit of push going into the middle. They're trying to go ahead and get this taken care of. Michelle Yate goes ahead and turns off all of the all of the towers. feel like these teams are just committed to not fighting. We are at level 10 on both sides. We can go ahead and get Mind Control, as well as Leap, Avatar, Blink Heal, and Gargantuan. We do also have Blessed Shield, Light Bomb. Oh! Almost. I was looking for that Phoenix, Living Strike, and Hortibolt. So Mind Control also used at some point. Alright, Vault currently finished with Stormbolt, up to 22 stacks of Perfect Storm. Couple spiders downing away. Spider's request is not yet done. We do go and have 73 stacks of Widowmakers at the moment. Both teams have gone ahead and gotten 2 seeds. So the next seed is the first Plant Terror.
Another seed is about to sprout, heroes. Be ready for it.
Yeah, you've got another coming.
Blue team has destroyed a fort. Hero slain.
They get the fort, but Valkymer does get collapsed upon. We do go and have the seed in 10 seconds. Valkymer not back for 20. And it is on Roll1 side of the map. This is a bad situation for Roll1. However, Zod is in a bit of a bad situation himself. There's a Mind Control. Did go ahead and land. They got Johanna, but that's probably not who they wanted to get. Valkymer is back, but they're already at the seed. Yep, seed is just being given right now. So that's unfortunate because this will be the terror phase. Top lane is pretty decently pushed at this point, but bottom is an issue. So with that being said, we do go and have them moving down to bottom lane, trying to stop this terror first and foremost. Middle is probably just going to have to be given up, but it does like Wit's End and Dr. Evil and make an attempt to save it. Zephy, did you take? Yep, Battle Rage.
Red team has destroyed a fort.
I don't know that that actually helps against the Plant Terrors, but it's something. Terror is moving to herself. Here's the thing about Plant Terrors that a lot of people don't know. They're not like the Spider Minions where they take damage over time. They only passively take damage when they auto. So if they're just walking a long way, but you clear out all the minions in front of them, then it's just a delay in time. It doesn't make them any easier to kill. Oh yeah. Oh, there's a big stun came through. You go and have user Yay not able to get this locked down. Alright, Wreck-Your Rock coming through. They are looking to go and move over here. There's quite a bit of damage. Murder is just completely surrounded. They're trying to get that. Poison damage comes down on the dwarf. I'm going to get that taken care of. Rocket Roll down to about 20% health, but much higher health than Valkymer. However, Jason might be in a bit of trouble. Nope, there's the Chastise coming down in order to make sure Jason can get out. 3 kills to 0 in favor of Roll1 eSports, but the Plant Terrors are down. Alright, there's the lead. Pull out on Lunar. So we're going to get that, but Zod is now isolated. There is not... Oh, there is 16, so there is a second pull. Alright, Avatar comes out, but Valkymer is by himself. Got a little bit ahead of his team and will go and get picked up. Light Bomb Gauge don't rock your world. No one to actually hit with it. There's a zombie wall comes out around Wandiba while the Spider's Feast. Wandiba will be okay. Valkymer down for 30 seconds, and that does give an opportunity for Roll1 eSports to go ahead and counter push this.
Shouldn't you be gathering that seed, heroes?
Jason goes and picks this. Obviously not a seed. It's going to go the way of CCS, with everything else being taken care of.
A seed has been planted. It will sprout before you know it.
Here comes the seed in 25 seconds. CCS does need this. This will de-push a lot of their lanes. Won't get as much done, because again, the first wave, it makes it so hard, because after the first one comes through, all of your lanes end up kind of getting pushed, because you end up losing structures in a lot of them. Unless your defense is super good.
Collect the seed, and don't fret about the shamblers. They don't feel a thing anymore.
So this is actually really smart by Roll1. They're sitting there and they're like specifically not engaging onto anything. They're making CCS expose themselves. And the thing is, if CCS does nothing, slowly they're going to lose pressure in all their lanes. Okay, top lane will probably equalize, but the other one's not so much. Oh, big stun comes out on Zod though. Zod down to very low health. There's a pull out from Anduin. Valkymer goes in. There's Brightman coming in, saves Valkymer, but Valkymer is not able to. Oh yeah, and there's the Whitson goes in to try and save Valkymer, not able to get a lot done. However, they do get a kill. This should be a terror phase for CCS, as Roll1 has to fall back. They did lose the Johanna eventually. And they are looking at bottom lane. Bottom lane is already semi-pushed. Top lane was also somewhat pushed, but we've already got Jason and Zod there in order to stop it as soon as it emerges.
Blue team has destroyed them. Rise, my terrors. Suck the life from your enemies.
A lot of damage coming through. Do we have Sledgehammer? We do. I was like, that wall, that thing is falling fast. So I figured we probably most likely had Sledgehammer. There is the Sylvanas. Sylvanas goes and turns that off. Making like, you've got to pay attention to this. We are coming through. Like a bucket of trains. How damage comes through, but Johanna is back up. Unstoppable is used, but there goes the fort. You're on the middle. They are onto this fort as well, so sorry to keep.
Red team's core is under attack. Blue team has destroyed a fort.
So this mostly evens the map up. They're all ready to go in, and here's the big engage.
The seeds are mine. What a joyous night for a curse.
Okay, the seats are already over. I don't know what you're talking about. Lady of Thorns is drunk. Both teams are level 19, but it looks like Roll1 eSports is knocking on 20. And as I say that, 20 does come in for them. Have Censure. Blinded by the light. Flamethrower. Intensifying Toxin. And Hawker does not know. Gotta pick Fast Hogger. We do get No Control being picked up.
My, yet another seed. I trust you know what to do, hero.
There's No Control. Hogger.
Hero slain.
That, I have not seen that before. Hogger was just like, I really want this person. And there's no one to bounce to. That unfortunately does give CCS trains as well. We do have the Dark Lady's Call, Ignore Pain, Rewind,
There's my
Fairy
precious
Protector,
seed.
and Vile
Go and get
Infection.
it, would you? Red team's core is under attack.
Yep, there was this thing pushing. Did not yet get through shields. We're still at 100% core health. But Hogger is down for another 25 seconds. People and Zephy picking this up, bringing both teams to 1 seed. This is now any person's game. Sylvanas is going back. No, never mind. Someone needs to deal with this, though. Alright, looks like Whoopi the Nazebo trying to finish this off. Currently at 173 stacks of Voodoo Ritual. It does miss with the mind control, but obviously this is the level 20 mind control, so it's going to be back like in the amount of time Sonya needs in order to be able to like spin again. Mind control comes back up. It's kind of ridiculous, honestly. I battle over. Now keep in mind this seed is not critical for either team. Both teams only have 1 seed. This will not be the like penultimate seed. Anybody?
A seed has sprouted. Best not fight over it, hmm?
Alright, big fight happens. We go ahead and have to engage. No Control is moving. He takes a bit of damage. There is the end of No Control. Zod very pushed out there. There comes Anduin with the pull. Winging in is taken care of. Valkymer is in the middle. Lots of damage going on. Is stuck onto the Pyroblast. Stuck in the Phoenix as well. Trying to go ahead and move back here. Will be healing up in just a second. A lot of ults using that. We do have Dark Lady's Call up, as well as 1 charge of Leaping Strike. All others have been used so far. There is the Dark Lady's Call. Oh, Zephy, goodbye. That will be this seed going over the side of Rock Your World. Seems like Yay does miss the Dark Lady's Call. Yep, we do go down the zombie wall, making sure people can get away.
My little seed is on the verge of sprouting. Prepare to gather it.
Right there is the seed coming up. This will be on CCS's side of the battlefield. Slightly favoring them in terms of if people die, they'll get back sooner than their opponents will.
Gather the seed.
Alright, we do go around the Stoneberg. It's Rocket Roll. Rocket Roll is pulled out, but that might be a little bit bad because they're moving in. Here comes a lot of in. There's the second pull. We have no pulls left. Rocket Roll jumps in. Big light bomb. Light bomb catches a bunch of people. We have Hawker going down, but very, very low health bars. Lunar going ahead and looking at finishing off Falcomer, but there is Wits in diving in order to save them. Zephy moves back. Here comes Falcomer. We have a 1-for-1 as Kel'Thas and Sylvanas, leaders of the Horde, kill each other off. This is going to be an advantage for CCS. They will go pick this up. But again, this is their second seed. Not going to have a strong advantage from this, unfortunately. But hey, a weak advantage is still an advantage. Still have about 30 seconds before Kel'Thas is back on the battlefield. And Sylvanas as well. So they have an advantage right now because it's 3 versus 4. But they need to be careful. Hawker's back in 10 seconds.
A seed has been planted. It will sprout before you know it.
Everyone will be up for the seed fight. Zephy going by in order to make sure that these guys can't get any real value.
There's my precious seed. Go and get it.
Alright, time to move. Oh my gosh, they get the seed before they get a response. But there's a big engage. Zod super, super low. Actually, you survive. I did not. Nope. Sylvanas is like, you are not surviving, my friend. There's Light Protect You. Stun onto the Murden. Rocket Roll takes a bunch of damage. There is a Mind Control. Unicycle Yay. Going to be Unicycle Nay. However, there goes Kel'Thas. One neighbor in a lot of trouble. No one nearby. Can't pull yourself, can you, Anduin? No, but you can get a double stun and get yourself out of danger. However, it looks like CCS is making a play for the end. It is a 4 versus 2. And the 80% health. Will this work? Will this happen? They're going through. Now they've got the bottoms are cleaned up, but they do have their keeps are going down to plant terrors. The core is down to 40%. And when Lunar trying to get this done, Lunar not going to get anything done, and Brightling going to take them out. And there is the core going down. CCS wins game number 2, and we are on to a rubber match. Looking here, in terms of damage, we do have the leader in damage, being Dr. Evil, coming in with 77,000 damage over the course of a 25-minute game. Mongoose does come in with 65,000, and Sylvanas with 61. Healing-wise, we have Wits End, 100,000 healing over the course of the game, 78,000 coming out of one Aba. And we do have, in terms of the side soak, Dr. Evil actually out-soaking both of the offlaners, so, well done. Well done, well done, well done. Talents, we got those. Once again, looking at Sonya, we do have the Slam build coming out. Battle Rage, in order to make Mercenaries even faster. We have that passive healing. We do have Mystical Spear. And then Giant Spell. Mystical Spear surprised me. I guess she's a bit more Mood of Brilliant than Ignore Pain, up at 20. Pretty standard. And Hawker I don't play, so... Hey, Hawker. But I will see you in game number 3. We are back to a rubber match. Don't go anywhere. The action is heating up.
songs know what you did in the dark. My songs know what you did in the dark. So light 'em up, light 'em up, light 'em up. I'm on fire. So light 'em up, light 'em up, light 'em up. I'm on fire.
You could not live with your own failure. Where did that bring you? Back to me. I thought by eliminating half of life, the other half would thrive. But you've shown me that's impossible. I'm thankful. Because now, I know what I must do. I will shred this universe down to its last atom. And then, create a new one that knows not what it has lost, but only what it has been given. A grateful universe. Of doom.
Welcome to Towers of Doom, because honestly, what map ends series that isn't Towers of Doom? Wrong maps, that is the answer to that. We do go ahead and have first ban coming out of the side of CCS, which does mean that map pick was picked on the side of Roll1. You know what? I'm sorry, this is unprofessional. We do have Stukov being banned out, but it is hot in here. Let me go turn my AC on real quick. I will be right back. Possibly could have done that in between, but I didn't realize until right now. Sorry about that. It looks like I missed the garage band. But overall, great success. Nova does get banned out once again. Also, hey, bonus for all of you at home. Double cat. Double cat. Alright, here we go. Final ban before we get to the pick phase is going to be on Hogger. Sorry, my cat just sneezed and I was like, what the hell was that? We do need to keep the kitties cool, it's very important. Like, if I'm hot, they're hotter because they're wearing fur. And I'm wearing a t-shirt.
The crusade
A t-shirt that
calls.
says, if at first you don't succeed, try doing what Zelda told you the first time. Because Zelda has the Triforce of Wisdom, you should fucking listen to her. Oh, I said a bad word? That's okay though, this isn't a Nexus stream, so I'm allowed to get away with it. Not excessively, but I can get away with one. It's like a PG-13 movie, you get one. Jason comes out with a Jaina once again. Waneba is always going to be playing the Anduin. Alright, here comes the second picks. They've taken Johanna. They've taken Johanna away from Miraculous World. It's very, very difficult to kill a JoJo.
I will fight to my last breath.
Well, hi. Were we talking about you? Is that what happened? Were we talking about you? Co-caster? Look up. What's the problem? If he doesn't look up, you can't really see his eyes. And his eyes are so pretty. You got pretty eyes, Katie. Let me go ahead and get that out of his chair. In case he wants to sit there. He's also allowed to sit in my lap. I'm not actually playing right now, so I don't mind. Junkrat is banned out as well as Zeratul. Unexpected and interesting. We do go in. Okay, so we have the Rhaegar on Wit's End. Bit of an aggressive tank, but not as aggressive as some of the other ones they've played. Unicycle Yay is going to be on the Vala. Can I just say how much I love Unicycle Yays? Every single time, it just makes me just think of such joy. We have Sonya coming out of Zod, and then you have Rock Your World coming in with the Anubarak. Very, very engaged heavy tanks. Relying on the Anduin to save them if they get in too deep. Because they're in too deep, and we're trying to keep. So we still need Zephy to pick the offlaner that will be going into the Sonya. Needs to be able to double soak. Leo is available once again. Also do have Zul and the Vikings. Do goes with the Leo. Dr. Evil comes out with the Hanzo. So a lot of arrows going to be in this game, although I guess technically Vala shoots bolts, not arrows. Kitties. Their names are Bug and Opera.
I hear and obey.
Oh, interesting. A Samuro. It's going to be a 4-man Samuro coming out. Yeah, Opera is small, and he's named that because he sings the song of his people. Usually not when I'm broadcasting. Usually he waits for me to try and go to bed, and then it's just meow, meow. Either until I pay attention to him, or until I close the door. Oh my gosh, and here comes Bug. Did you hear me talking about you? Bug is like, hey, I exist. I heard my name. Big old Bug. Big old Bug. One second.
Prepare yourself for battle, heroes.
He's my big old lumpy cat. But here we go into game number 1. Let me go and get off your screen so you can see it. So looking at this, we do have on the side of CCS, here on our rubber mat, Valkymer is playing Johanna. We have Wits In coming out on Rhaegar. Unicycle Yay will be on Vala. Dr. Evil is going to be on Hanzo. And then Zephy coming out on Leoric.
4, 3, 2.
On the other side of the battlefield, we do have Zod coming out on Samuro. We do have Rock Your World on the Anubarak. The Anubarak. We do have Waneba playing the Anduin for the 3rd time in a row. Jason back on Jaina the Terror. And Mongoose is riding around on that there's Sonya. Over comes in. Uber again is going in there, but that's going to be a quick route. Wits In taking a lot of blizzard damage. I think that's the big thing that I'll be careful of, because the Anubarak has 2 stuns that can just hold you inside a blizzard, which is very bad for your health. Also bad for your health is Vala attacking you. Big old bolt to the butt. Did take 3 to the Hunter, so is able to get more and more attack speed as time goes on, and just savagely rip through you. Go ahead and have Zephy moving back and forth. A little bit of damage on the Mongoose. Zephy goes back up top. Oh, I see. They've actually done a 1-1-3. They're leading Samuro in the top lane. Samuro took, oh, that's unfortunate. Took OC and Renewal. And normally OC and Renewal is better than the Q that does, like, heals you for each enemy you hit. But against Samuro specifically, you can hit all 3 clones and get 12% healing every, like, 10 seconds. As long as he's using his clones. If he's not using his clones, then you just kind of beat him. But obviously, I would have assumed I was offlane against Sonya as well. However, while I'm up here talking about this, talking to all their stuff, Waneva goes in and gets taken out. Rock Your World. No, Hanzo gets it. I really thought the Beauty Rock match together, but that is a 3-0. We are up to 4-1 in favor of CCS. Little giggling coming through. They're already threatening this bottom. This is a powerful opening for CCS so far.
The order will rise shortly, heroes. Be ready. You must capture them
A
quickly.
little bit of damage coming through real quick. So this is, they are leaving the Leo to try and double soak as best they can against this. It does look like Zod is going down, so they probably aren't going to honor the offlane agreement. They also might just like murder Mongoose. That is a thing that could happen.
Heroes slain. Go forth.
Man,
and claim
those
the
bouncing
altars
arrows
in my
are
name.
a little unfair.
The Raven Lord demands it.
Rocket World does a bunch of damage and not going to quite be taken out by the Vala. Will survive. He will survive.
The altar is ours. Fire from the grave keeper.
Zephy is down, not being able to handle this just yet. Over here with Witsin. Witsin comes in with the clutch heal. We're going to take this, get this taken care of. Jaina is going to channel over here. I don't think Jaina will be interrupted. No one's in a position to do so. And here comes 4 shots coming the side of CCS.
Yes, heroes. Activate the towers.
Zephy in a little bit of danger, trying to get out of here. Mongoose and Zod trying to get there, but Zephy will get back. There is the move well. It'll be drunk from right quick. But meanwhile, CCS is right back in the bottom lane, pushing with all their worth. Nice pull away for Rock Your World. And Nubarak is being saved. Nubarak, Jaina's on. I can't do with everyone though. There's no real way to get a, like, one Anduin. One Anduin. Zadero. So we have this camp up. Everyone's kind of eyeballing it right now. Mongoose trying to come around. Oh, Mongoose might be dead again.
Slain.
Yeah, right now, CCS has woken up and they are upset. Although Witsin taking a good bit of damage. Samuro trying to move into that. But here comes the 3v3 down at the bottom lane. Currently a 1-level lead on the side of CCS, thanks to these 5 extra kills.
Take the altars and put an end to the grave keeper.
Alright, there's the channel. And here are the shots. We do have the core of Roll1 going down to 28. Still plenty of time for a comeback, do not worry. We got to game 3, which makes me already happy, but I want it close. I want 1 core health at the end of the winning team. Alright, it looks like they are working on this. Feels like Oyei is just going to town at full stacks. Absolutely. Someone finish it off. There is a certain like strategy to leaving it at like, you know, 10% health and then going to a different lane, and so you can actually 6-cap effectively. But in this case, just take bottom lane. Unfortunate, Entomb was used. Speaking of which, we are at level 10, so we do have Rain of Vengeance, Entomb, Falling Sword, Ancestral Healing, and Dragon Strike. So on the battlefield, we do have Cocoon, Blade Strom, Light Bomb, Leap, and Summon Water Ellie.
The altars are rising, heroes. Do get ready. Heroes slain.
Sonya is picked off again. You have Jaina going down as well. They do go ahead and get the Rhaegar, and they do go ahead and have Sonya rep wrap. Zephyr has taken a lot of damage. Zephyr to back off. There's the Unstopper coming out. Big slow coming from Volcamer, and about half health on the side of Rocket World. So with that being taken care of, we do go ahead and have Rocket World screening for this. It's like, okay, trying to go and pick this up. Rocket World trying to move in here. Please be a little bit careful. Does have to burrow back out.
This red
Here's 5 more shots.
and mine alone.
Down to 23. This will be 18, assuming that Leo can finish, but
Enough
it's
of
like
this
anyone's trying to
charade.
oppose him.
Bring down the Gravekeeper's call.
This looks like Summer's in the top lane. I'm gonna go ahead and get this converted, doing a lot of damage to it. It's already down to half health. Alright, Wit's going to move over here while the rest of these are escorted by the remaining 3 members. There are 4 members here, but there is a level 13 talent advantage on the side of CCS, so they might feel a little bit like better about being aggressive. BE aggressive. But there goes the last one. No free shots from that. However, they have sent some experienced farmers out to the middle. Jason and Mongoose wandered away for a second, which might give a slight advantage, although it looks like I think they'll get back in time.
The altars rise from the depths.
Single Ultra Phase coming up. Right, there's the leap coming in. Lots of damage. That's going to be the first death for Vala. I think. Yep, first death for Vala. So that does lower her overall attack speed to 20%, down from 25%.
Lay claim to the altars. Do not.
This should be an advantage for Roll1 eSports. As they go ahead and move in here, there's that zoning. Oh yeah, Volcamer is kind of caught in the Dragon Strike. There's the Ancestral coming out, saving him real quick. This is 5 versus 4. Lucero is technically down here right now. And he is very, very close. We are down to 33 core health. Unfortunately, that's just... I mean, they were at 36 before. They were at double the core health of Roll1. So it's good to have, but they need to convert some of these. And they're working on it right now. Mongoose is getting cannons a little bit. A lot of damage there with the Anduin in to save them. Goes in and pulls them right out of danger. With that being said, we do go ahead and have Samuro up here at the top lane. Trying to get this taken care of. There's Zephy. Zephy trying to fight back. And Samuro's just going right around. Very, very slowly whittling this down. Only at 3,700 hit points. Both teams approaching level 16. A little bit closer on the side of CCS.
Red team has destroyed a fort.
There's the conversion back.
Red team has destroyed the fort. You'd better hurry.
This is a great opportunity because there's 5 shots each for Roll1 eSports. If they can go ahead and get a significant of these altars, they can get their opponents down to 23 or even all the way to 18 health if they get all 3. All 3 isn't super likely. Double camp pushing the bottom right now. Just look like they're putting their eggs in the top basket, so no one trying to stop Wits In from turning this in.
Ravenlord will not keep me from his realm.
You have done well, heroes.
Alright, they went in and got it down to 23. They got both the top altars, but their opponents did convert bottom, and there are a pair of pumpkins still alive. Samuel's not here, everyone else is. Nope, no extra damage from that.
All that bluster. And for what?
Meanwhile, Samuro is up here, about to send some blasts coming through from the pumpkin side.
Heroes, I have opened a tunnel near our core that leads to the battleground center. Use it well.
What? I mean, I knew I could do that. I've opened my tunnel as well.
Here's the yard.
Hero slain.
Oh, darn it, I'm looking in the wrong place. You have Hanzo being taken out. That's going to be advantage for Roll1. They may be able to convert this back into taking the bottom camp. Well, Samuro is just going. Samuro is doing everything they can. Not really threatening a 6 cap. Oh, nice job from Unicycle. And that is the second level of Creed of the Hunter. What? Vol is leaving and just... Oh, Volkamer's here. Okay, okay, okay.
The time is now, heroes. Claim the altars in my name.
Our towers assail the Ravenlord.
They were trying to get there in time to stop that from happening. And there's 4 more coming across. I love that this tower got to shoot twice at 2 different cores.
Your powers will be mine.
That makes me really happy. Just the logistics of it. So 18 to 11, still advantage for CCS. 18 on both sides. In terms of experience. In terms of level. Alright, there is Jason. Jason quickly is pulled out of danger. And the build does get converted, but here comes a pumpkin spice attack wave. They might actually go down. No, they won't, but they will go down to this. And there's that damn Samuro. Samuro just continues to run the map and be a pest. Rocky Roll running in here. Lots of damage on the Wits In. Self-ancestral, best ancestral. But Wits does get taken out as I press the wrong button. However, they also get Rocky Roll. It's 1 for 1 right now. They're still fighting under tower range. Zephy taking some tower shots to the booty. To the bootay.
Your team has destroyed a fort.
Did somebody channel?
The altars. Do not
Somebody channel?
disappoint.
Fire the towers. Destroy the Ravenlord.
Down to 14, but here comes 7.
I am Lord of this realm, and it will not be stolen from me.
Remember, both it is 4 versus 4. Tank got down on one side, healer down on the other. We do go ahead and have this camping taken away. They're thinking about, okay, they do make the play. This will knock their opponents down to 3 core health. I'm actually really surprised that Roll1 left this on the map. They had to know it was coming. Now, granted, Roll1 is close to 6 capping. Like, all of the towers are near half health. So they can decide if 15 cap, they can, or fight, they can, and speaking of which, using a queen down on Johanna. Johanna gonna be body blocked from 8 sides whenever she comes out. There's a nice chastise. Valkyrie's not going anywhere. And yep, this should be a 6 cap. This might be the end of the game, in all honesty. There's not a, only a single one coming up. That would be 7 shots.
Rising heroes.
But
Do get ready.
Gamba paid off, it looks like. Roll1 eSports on the verge of winning this game. We do go and have units like Oye and Zephy have seen the danger, trying to move down here. We do have, Zephy was trying to go around for a second.
The altars have risen.
Saw the problem coming. Here is Samuro. Samuro going ahead and moving around, taking out this, and we're about to have the 6 cap engaged. Here comes Waneba down here to get 7 shots off.
Red team has destroyed a fort. The enemy bombards our core. Reclaim a tower and end this siege.
Down to 6. They need to take down tower right now. There's 5. Here comes 4 across. And yep, the Roll1 knew exactly where they were going to be. There's 3. I don't think there's any way they get this done in time. Rock your world. Okay, I don't know what happened at the end there. Was there a second altar that got turned in? So I thought it was at 3 and the game ended. But regardless, congratulations to Roll1 eSports. Let me go and see if I can get a interview. 1 second, your screen will go dark. That's intended. And coming back. Until I'm joined, let me go ahead and, in terms of damage, Jason did lead the way once again with Jaina. Jason is a terror on Jaina. Oh my goodness. We do have 40,000 coming out of Hanzo, 38,000 coming out of Roll1, or Zod. In terms of the healing, we do have Waneba out healing Wit's End, 47,000 to 38,000. We do go and get, in terms of experience, Zod leading the way, constantly just pressuring every single lane. Sabro was actually a really good pick there. I think everyone thought it would be Leoric into Sonya, which is pretty even. Talent-wise, we do have the Ocean Renewal, which, like I said, a bit unfortunate. Hello, Zod.
Hello. How are you?
Doing pretty well. How are you? That's the real question.
Oh, really good. I mean, I really wish I had some, like, Apple Watch or whatever to read my heart rate when they all were chasing me at the end there, and I'm just spamming buttons. Oh. I don't think I said anything for that whole time. Everybody else took over comms.
Well, first of all, I mean, I should start with game 1, but I have to start with game 3. The
Sure.
Samuro was such a good play because I think everyone expected it to be Sonya into Leo, which is largely a wash. Like, the two of them don't really get to interact much. They're just running between lanes the whole time.
Yep. So we saw, like, we picked Sonya early because it's a relatively flexible pick. I think at one time we even had Tank Sonya on the menu. So we're like, okay, we're not committing to anything. And then when we saw the Leo, it was like Greymane or Samuro, and we kind of figured Samuro might help us macro better than Greymane, just because I can be sneaky.
Very much. I mean, like, it worked beautifully towards the end there. It basically felt like CCS was stuck playing against a Murky or something.
Yeah, that really annoying. I am here. I am there. I am here.
and just as annoying to kill.
Yes, oh my gosh. I'm so glad I decided to take the second wind or the windwalk upgrade at 20. I think that actually I would have died without it.
So, going back to game number one was on the super creative and never castable Infernal Shrines.
Right?
Infernal Shrines definitely felt like it was anyone's game. Like, it seemed like every single engagement a different person won. You guys...
Totally.
You guys slowly moved ahead, and then all of a sudden, like, they would push back, and then they took out a thing, and then they'd, like, push to the top, and while you took the bottom forward. It was crazy. Was there a specific strategy you had other than react?
Pardon me. We kind of figured once the draft was done, and they banned the Zeratul, that we had to be reactive, and we kind of kept saying in comms, like, look, after 10, if we can not lose on their, like, when they engage on us, we can react, and we're going to swing harder than they did. And so we kind of were like, okay, we're just going to have to play cat and mouse. We're going to have to find ways where we anticipate when they're coming at us. And like you said, then we try to counter swing.
It definitely. I'm trying to remember specifically that game. It was.
I know there was. Oh, sorry. One moment that might have been kind of the Junkrat on one of the where Rock and I were by the camp, and I think the Junkrat just barely missed the like Alt W to get themselves over. I think that was not like a shade against the Junkrat, but like that was so close from like Junkrat makes it over the wall. We probably don't get a kill, and they don't. Do you know what I mean? Like that was just a big moment. That one felt like.
Oh, 1000%. The other question I have is that the Nova pick. I almost never get to see Nova. Was there a specific reason, or is it just that Mongoose really likes being the best assassin in the Nexus?
So, full disclosure, there was a bit when we decided to experiment with Nova and we like ground comps with it. We actually got Goose to the top of the Heroes Profile leaderboards for Nova for a season. So he is like statistically an amazing Nova. And from that grind in doing that with him, we learned a lot of like what maps, what comps, what circumstances make Nova a better or a worse pick. And there were things we saw there that despite it being Infernal Shrines that were like, no, Nova is the correct pick for how we want to play Nova.
Alright, makes sense. Moving over to Garden, and I do have to ask, and hopefully this is not BM to ask, the Hogger chasing into the, like, obviously I know it's no control, but I was just watching that happen, and I like stopped casting and just kind of like watched a train wreck.
I actually even think, like, if I rewatch our comms, I was like, I assumed that, like, I know Hogger's E will go through like a task wall or a zombie wall, right? And you could actually Hogger E off the enemy, like a gate, right? Like it's a wall that you could bounce off. You know, if there's a wave there, you're not going to get hit. So I wasn't expecting no control to pull me through the gate chasing Sylvanas. I was just like, well, guys, I'm dead. I'm sorry.
I'd never seen that either.
That was a not expected result on my end.
Overall, I feel like that, I mean, obviously, Battlefield was, Garden was also very, very swingy. You guys definitely had the advantage early on, and then all of a sudden, like, late game, they started just winning every team fight, and...
Yeah.
I do have to ask, whenever you had, because I swear, I don't know what it is, but I keep seeing matches where, one team gets the objective, the other team just, like, gets the, like, team fight and just walks in.
Yep.
So...
Yeah, and I think, oh man, so it's that playing around the reduced Sylv cooldown on the mind control, right? Like, I think what happened was on that one is I saw the mind control hit and walked up, and then by the time that, like, we could react or try to reposition, mind control was back off cooldown again, and then I got mind controlled.
Oh yeah, I was talking to before, at level 20 it's ridiculous.
Oh, sorry.
What?
Oh, sorry. No, I misreferencing what you were talking about. My bad.
No, you're fine. I was talking about that, especially in, I think, Game 3. It's ridiculous, because it's like, you have to count this, it's the same cooldown for Sonya's Whirlwind as it is Mind Control, and it's just like, that's not even fair.
Yeah, right? Like, it's a very powerful upgrade.
And we already talked about Game 3 for a little bit. I was actually astounded. It paid off, but oh my gosh, that you guys left the boss on the map next to the enemy team when that would knock you down to 3 core health.
Oh, man. Yeah, that calculated risk. Do you know what I'm saying? Just calculated risk, right?
You made me seem like, a prophet, because I was like, okay, so they're going to open this up. They're going to go ahead and knock the bottom down to about half health. So all they need is to like win one big team fight. And actually, speaking of which, so like it worked out. But oh my gosh, I was so clinchy for you guys, because I'm like, they could 6-cap and the enemy could still theoretically win because they've got 14 core health, because all they need is a camp.
Yep, right, like one camp, that's all it takes. Or we miss our interrupt on a double phase, right?
Oh, that was my I have to go to bed after this, and I don't know if I can. So I want you to feel guilty.
I'm sorry if it messes up your sleep. I might have to do something to relax before bed, too.
But those are almost all the questions. I've asked you guys this before, but I always like every team still let them talk about it. Why did you guys where does the name Roll1 eSports come from?
So way back when we were playing, it would have been, I can't remember the year, but when Roll20 was big in HGC, and we thought it'd be really funny when we joined NGS after the /GG debacle, because I think we were still, I don't think we were Roll1 and /GG, and we thought it'd be funny to like make a team name that was a spoof on an HGC team name. So like, oh, Roll20 is a good team. We all kind of like Dungeons and Dragons. Let's play off this team's names instead of being the Roll20 team that rolls crits. We're the amateur version that just rolls critical fails.
Speaking of which, I do have to ask, have you played Baldur's Gate 3 yet? And do you recommend it?
I have not, but I love the content around it. Goose and Jason are playing it a lot. I love talking to them about it. I will say, if anybody hasn't looked it up, Owlbear from the top rope is one of like the funniest interactions I've seen in a video game, personally. Have you played Baldur's Gate 3?
I have, although not very much of it.
Fair.
I am bad at having extra time.
I get it. But you give your time to us for casting, and thank you so much.
Well, I definitely try to. So, I do have to ask, is there ever a point in your history, as far as you know, that you have played against Gen M eSports? The two not quite HGC teams?
No, I don't think so. I'd have to look. I'd have to open up like Stats of the Storm and see.
That would just be very ironic, but those are all the questions I had. Let me go and turn it over to you for any shout-outs you might want to give.
Big shout-outs to our wonderful sub-team. We've got Velvet, Mango, Cranky Rhino, and the reality is like as a team, almost all of us are parents, and with just the life that happens with big families, you know, having sub-depth to make sure that we can play through the season is really awesome. So want to shout them out, because the reality is even though there's like the kind of that main group, without subs, we couldn't play every week. And for, you know, I'm going to steal from Goose, the NGS spouses that let us play. Big shout out to my boy Kendo, and to our team sponsor, Tickle Me Osmo. And obviously to the caster as well, because I'm excited to be able to go back and rewatch and see the game with your perspective and analysis.
Well, I don't know about how much analysis, but I'll definitely give you my perspective. Half the time it's in bushes talking about things and be like, oh wait, I'm supposed to be watching.
Where's Samuro today?
But regardless, very, very well fought win, very, very back and forth series, incredibly entertaining. Both teams, I don't need to tell you, either team could have taken that, because you guys have fought CCS so many times, you're very aware.
Oh yeah, oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm pretty sure lifetime scrim record, when we look at everything, is it's pretty close to 50-50. Like, it's a lot of fun, and the games are really close, and it's so fun playing a team who has played us for so many years, who like knows us so well, and like the interaction of that in draft and play and knowing what's going on is so much fun.
But yeah, I will let you join the after party. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. That doesn't bar you from anything. And I will see you all in the next one. I have to go to bed because I have to be at work in 5 hours. Woohoo!
Well, have a great night, and I hope that work doesn't suck tomorrow.
Thankfully, it's a short day for me because
good.
it's a long day tomorrow, and that's how that works.
Oh, fair enough. All right. Well, thank you so much. Have a great night, Raka. Thank you.
My pleasure. With that said, I will go ahead and be signing off. Don't forget to follow the channel if you haven't already. I do most of my casting, almost all of it, over here. So it'll just show up anytime there's a cast, and you can decide if you want to watch it. You are empowered to make your own decisions, and you're not tied to actually being here like you are over at Twitch. So do that. Come over, watch, enjoy, and I will see you in the next one.
I said we'd lose. You said we'll do that together too.